let's get this stream going. Okay, let's get this going. Hello, Captain Myenstein here, and today I'm streaming a movie. The movie I'm streaming today is House on Haunted Hill, the 1959 Vincent Price cult classic. And I know I'm not in a familiar setting, but just don't worry about it. And I know I'm not wearing my full aesthetic, but just don't worry about it. So I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Here we go. Let's go ahead to the movie theater. Okay. Allied Artists Pictures Corporation presents. God, I hope this movie is really good. You just gonna stay black? Oh, God. Is she just gonna stay this way? What's happening? You know, movies used to get away with this. I hope you guys can see my social media in the left corner.
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry.
They are? Okay.
May I introduce myself?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm Watson Pritchard.
Hi, Watson.
In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world.
Are you sure?
Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it.
How?
Since then, I've owned the house.
Why would you own a house?
I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning,
that's just stupid.
I was almost dead.
How are you almost dead? Hello, Vincent. I was wondering when you get into this film.
And I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party.
Is that literally a street named Haunted Hill?
House party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts.
He sounds like he hates his wife.
And perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited. If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000. Or your next of kin in case you don't survive. Ah, but here come our other guests. It was my wife's idea to have our guests come in funeral cars.
Why would they come in funeral?
She's so amusing.
Okay.
Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the hearse. It's empty now. You're paid for it. And I happen to know that Lance needs the $10,000 I'll give him. If enough to stay all night. You've already met Watson Pritchard.
Like, why would you
a man living in mortal fear of a house will help his work on hysteria. But don't you see a little touch of greed there? Around the mouth and eyes?
Is he staring at...
This is Nora Manning. I picked her from the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the $10,000
Okay, now she looks like the main character.
Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty?
Yes, she is.
party's starting now, and you have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
Is that what they used to do back then? Have quotation marks around the title? Is this definitely not what we do today? Vincent Price. The National Horror. We'll never start. Alicia Cook. I just said Alicia, guy. I'm gonna have to rewatch this. Like stock footage with text. Edward Morty, more like Edward Cullen. Set continuity. The actual word, but don't talk about it, please don't. Hold on, I'll be right back. Just enjoy the movie. Right now, and I don't want you guys catching my fever or cold, whatever it is, by watching me. So you're just gonna watch this movie with me, with my voiceover.
Well, where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Are we all strangers to each other?
Yes.
Don't you two know each other?
No.
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Is Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No.
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I don't know him.
Okay.
All the details about renting the house were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And
yes, he is.
5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
Yes,
$50,000 party for only 5 people is a little cheap even for a millionaire.
Sorry.
Well, if I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Peter just does that sometimes. Wait, are those candles on top of that lantern?
Close the door.
Yeah, my theater just flips upside down sometimes. I don't know.
Made of solid steel.
It's gonna fall. He predicted the future.
Annabelle, our guests are here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Unfortunately, you must be a killer.
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles.
I wonder if they have a colored version, like a remastered
Dear darling,
version.
you know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend-the-night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests.
Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
I think she is.
Do we have any friends?
No, your jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And you call this a party?
Could be.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't
He's
funny,
gonna
Curtis.
shoot her.
Make a good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork.
Okay, that's gonna be in the news.
Will
You
you
know
join
that,
me?
right?
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that.
Okay, she's blonde. You can tell.
Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
She is hesitating.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party.
Of all my wives, you're least agreeable.
But still alive.
Would you go away for $1 million and tax-free? You want all, don't you?
I deserve it all. Your jealousy isn't tax-free. And your possessiveness
Yes, it is.
maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
But can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll slip up one of these days.
Think so?
If I live long
Yes,
enough.
he does. He thinks so.
You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
She poisoned you? Wow.
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes. Arsenic on the rocks.
Hey, he sounds like Batman.
Annabelle. You'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it.
Batman. You know what I mean.
What makes you think that?
I didn't write a script for this.
Something about you.
This is a stream, not a review.
I hear that hanging
Get it
is
right.
very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. Don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
Fate. I miss those two. Oh, he's the killer. Sorry,
This
my
is what
bad.
she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces.
Yeah, I'm streaming this on my phone.
Parts of the bodies all over the house.
Don't worry about
In
it.
places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife probably
And
in a
yes,
rage
this is
threatened her husband
iMovie,
with a knife,
just
and
so
then
you know.
Carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
She certainly went on. How many
You
people
figured
did
out
she
my
kill?
true intentions.
Only two. Her husband and her sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
You can hear them at night. They whisper to each other and then cry.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly. What will you have?
There's Vincent.
Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren,
Okay, I thought his
I
wife
advise you
was
to call
during
this
that part.
party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and.
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out.
How?
Windows
Can't they
have
call?
bars that a jail would be proud of. The only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone,
It's a door.
no one within miles.
Never mind. I thought it was a kid.
so
It's
no way to call
1959,
for
right?
help.
Like a coffin.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your
I'm
reasons
not
for
leaving.
this,
I need money.
party.
I wouldn't leave if I were
Pleasant
you.
company.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost. And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us genuine ghosts.
7 now. Maybe more before morning.
I wonder, did they edit this with a bench? Or did
4
they
men
edit
have
this
been
with
murdered in
an
this
actual
house.
computer?
And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. A ghost for everybody.
And Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
Don't worry about that. It's just an unknown stranger at the
See
starting
that
layer.
stain?
Okay,
Blood.
is that blood?
A young girl was killed here. And
She
whatever
was?
got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
Okay, that blood's black. Oh, she's gonna scream.
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
Wasn't there a man who
I
threw
have a
his
classmate
wife
at
into a
school
wine
named
vat or
Beyonce
something?
Pritchard.
That
Well,
was
she's
in the
not an
cellar.
actual
There's
classmate
been a
anymore
murder almost
because
every
we
place
switched
in this
classes,
house.
but anyway, why are you worried about my school life? Don't worry about it. Worry about your school life. And I know I haven't reviewed the films I said I was
All
going to
this
review
belonged to a Mr. Norton.
in my prelude or
Who
prelude,
didn't die
however
here.
you want to say
He
it. I'm
was
going to say
electrocuted
prelude.
later.
But
Mr. Norton did a good deal
don't
of
worry about it because
experimenting with
reviews take a
wine,
long time to edit.
but his
And I'm
wife
going to watch
didn't think
this.
it was any good. So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. She was supposed to stay down. But
Was
the
she gonna
bones came
drown?
up. It's a funny thing. But none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been
didn't know shooting and stabbing were words back then.
violent, and different.
Even though I was alive then.
God, she didn't fall in.
I've
mean
been
Mitchell
alive since
acid
the
in
start of
here?
time. Matter of fact, since before time. I'm over 1 billion years old. Uh-oh. Is that Auntie?
Destroys everything with hair and flesh. Just leave the bones.
Is that a toy dinosaur?
My, it's dry and dusty down here.
Well, there's a cure for that upstairs. Come on.
How'd you get invited to this party? No. Oh, go on. I mean, what'd he tell you?
He's trying to seduce her.
Mr. Lauren said everybody would get
that's no drama.
$10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made a deal with
He
me on the phone.
scammed you.
Nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself.
No, I'm not
I've
streaming
done it
this at
twice.
11 p.m. like I
You think they were
said.
really there?
I
Oh, were they?
want was too impatient, and I wanted to do this right away.
If we get it.
And
What do
I
you mean if we get it?
wasted
Will we
all
pay us
day
if we
figuring
stay?
out how to do this.
Ah,
Okay, I
sure.
really have to stop doing
10,000
this.
is no more to him than a
Hold on.
nickel is to us.
Close your eyes.
We were in an automobile
Okay, I'm
accident.
22 minutes into this
Now
film,
I'm
and
the
I
only
have
one in the
59
family
minutes
who can
left.
make any
Okay.
money.
Boy, I've never seen
And
so
just
many
so you know,
doors.
I've disabled my notifications for this. So if I miss something really important, it's on you.
Closet.
Okay, this movie is not really long.
Bottles.
And just so you know, I'm streaming this. So, my volume got turned down for a reason I don't know. So in order to hear this, I'm going to have to be like quiet and do you know who? Uh-oh, it's a ghost. That's probably why it's called House on Haunted Hill. Did you ever figure that? Okay, why do I feel like this is the end of the movie? I seen this the other day when I was watching this on DVD. And yes, I have this on DVD. And I downloaded this movie off YouTube. It took a long time to download this because this is a 1 hour movie. This is going to be one of my longest films. This is going to be one of my longest videos. Well, this is my longest video so far. Oh, she spread it out of that room.
Please, Lance is gone, and there's a ghost.
See what I mean?
Please, come on.
Did she say Lance is gone? Gone where?
She doesn't know. Go back into the film and you can see.
We'll have to break it down and stop.
And just so you know, Frederick's name is the only one I can remember. Because this is my first time watching this. Okay, so he was just locked in the room.
Nothing that money won't cure. I must have bumped my head.
The only way you
Hold
can bump
on.
your head in here, to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder why they didn't kill him. Who? He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
Nora, when you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Lauren, is hysteria.
But then, Doctor, how do you
Okay,
explain
I'll
what
be
happened to
in here.
Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
I hope you just turn your volume down. Please do that.
You better get that checked in a day or so.
Thanks, Doc.
The second time I say I'm gonna be right back, just cut it down. Until you're sure I'm back.
Wait for me, Law.
Okay, you're gonna see
The
this
ghosts are coming
screen
closer, Mr.
multiple
Lauren.
times throughout this
You
stream.
really believe in your pet ghost,
And
don't
yes,
you,
my phone is
Frederick?
on 43%.
Well,
Don't
the
worry about
night's
it. It's
over, you
8:20
will
p.m. Yes, do not
Would you
worry
like a
about
drink,
it.
Lance?
No, thanks.
And yes, I have an iPhone.
Got your
Yes,
hand.
you should know this. I edit my videos with iMovie. You should know this. Well, when Christmas comes, I'm gonna start
going to pay anyone
editing
who stays all
with
night?
Filmora
Certainly.
on my laptop.
$10,000.
Would it
So
be
my
like
videos are gonna be
red
much
tape
higher
or
quality
delay?
then.
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Our
frantically.
There you are, my dear.
And yes, I use green screen effects on my videos with this phone because I have Pocket Video downloaded. And I don't know why I'm talking with you in depth of my phone. This is not what's on my iPhone video. This is a YouTube live stream. So watch the film with my commentary. This is like a commentary of a non-public domain film, but this is public domain.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Wow. Did you ever take that into thought?
Sound different to you?
Yes.
Three, 6, 9, 12. 12 feet.
Weren't you just knocked out?
6.
Why would you go in a dark
I'm gonna knock on
room?
the
Once
other wall. When
again.
you hear me, you knock on this wall. Tap lower down.
Okay, where was Lance when that happened? Did he? Oh God, this famous tracking shot, or whatever this
Where'd it
is,
come from?
whatever shot that is.
I'm in here.
I don't really know a lot about filmmaking. I'm an amateur film critic.
Well, if it ran out of here, I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
How can I?
Where'd she go?
I'm Annabelle Lauren.
Who are you?
You must be Miss Manning. I realize this is a very unusual and I'm afraid very dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up?
Yes. Yes, she would.
This is your room. Depressing, isn't it?
Why do I feel like this is a live-action 1959 Scooby-Doo film before Scooby-Doo was even invented? And I wonder if you guys know I'm a hardcore Scooby-Doo fan.
Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
Why you? What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance, Mr. Schroeder, and I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
but who?
I hope for your sake you never find out.
The air conditioner just had to turn back on when I was streaming.
I'm Annabelle Lauren. Were you looking for something?
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No.
I really wanted
I'm
to
not
stream
sure.
Twilight, but
You've
it's
hurt
not a
yourself.
public domain
Oh, it's
film.
just a bump on the head. Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
Thank you, Mrs. Lauren.
I smell love in the air.
Annabelle has.
You can tell by their facial expressions.
You were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
She is. You know who she looks like to me?
Well,
She looks
I'd like
like
to find
Jennifer
out what hit
Tilly
me.
in her Chucky days.
Lance, if I need help, may I count on you?
In her Chucky days, because
Sure, I
those
guess
are
so.
not Child's Play films. Those are Chucky films.
Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no
There
party.
are
He's
3
planning something.
Your husband
Child's Play
I
films.
wish I knew what it was.
must be pretty big if he's going to lay
There
out
are
50,000.
4
Money
Chucky
doesn't mean
films.
anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his
Oh, a
fourth
pen.
wife. The first
He making
simply
them
disappeared.
that paper.
The other 2 died. Lance, I don't want to join them. Heart attacks. 2 girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please be careful.
Would he hurt you?
He would kill me if he could.
He's a murderer. Okay, I saw this part too when I was watching it on DVD.
Annabelle, you're missing all the fun. Nora Manning was almost killed by
She thought
falling
she was asleep.
chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him, as you do most men?
Even those flames
Your
look
fashion.
black and white.
You're so clever, Frederick.
So I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather
Okay, I've been watching this movie for
You didn't
34
marry me, dear.
minutes.
I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
And you know, I love you guys, but I really
Hurry
just
up.
want this stream to be
Frederick,
over.
for the last time, I'm not going to your
And it's
party.
gonna be over in about
the
46
last time.
minutes.
It's not my party, but yours.
So,
And you are going.
get ready.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
Would you adore me as
He's
much as I
violent. Unmarry him.
would? All you want to be is a lovely widow.
He pulling your weed.
It's almost time to lock up the house. Then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end.
It probably lived because they want money. Wait, is that a cobweb? Are those cobwebs? I could live in a house with cobwebs. I don't know how I'm living in this house. This house has tons of cobwebs. Probably because the sign there is abandoned and old.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
That was rude.
Who is it?
Your host, my dear. It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. I'll be right down.
She's just staying there because she needs money. Okay, if this movie was made today, that scene would have a zoom in. Okay, that is not good. That is not the reaction I would assume if I was in that situation. Because I would scream my guts out. I would scream until I couldn't scream again.
just before he kills you.
Crossfades.
Where's Laura? Miss Manning.
Don't want to stay here.
Nora, what happened?
Okay, her name's Nora. Okay, I can remember that. I hope. I have a horrible memory.
That's Jonas Slides and his wife.
Okay, his wife looks like
years.
she's dead.
Strange, you know.
And she looks... Ooh, fancy.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. This is my wife.
I told you?
These are our guests.
Ah, I knew it.
Ruth
I knew she
Bridges,
was his wife.
Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning.
I
and,
told you we're gonna see
this is
those
Lance
white
Schroeder.
bars a lot in this stream. You're not gonna tell me she does not look like Jennifer Tilly.
What about the 10,000?
I don't care. You
Okay,
wanted to kill
are they
Who wants to
a
kill?
romantic couple?
Mr. Lauren.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die,
You'll get all the money.
you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning.
Okay,
If
how are
any
the
of you decide
caretakers gonna
not to
get
stay,
in?
you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
Candles again.
It isn't midnight yet. Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
I'm sorry, my dear, but it's too late now.
Darling, haven't you had enough of this silly game? Get some cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins. This is my wife's idea. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the
Okay,
trigger.
did anyone else see that black dot?
You see it loaded?
Just me? There it is again. Okay.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Doctor?
Is this just like a flashback?
Lance?
Because in the opening,
Nora?
the one who got his gun first, his
Go
head
ahead, take it.
said he owns this place now. And I not just said owns,
Miss Bridges?
owns, you know what I mean.
And here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Throw these guns away. They won't do you any good.
You're
I agree with
gonna
Richard on that point,
shoot your
although not for the same
husband.
reason.
You're
Dr.
gonna
Trent.
shoot your husband.
Don't
You're
you
gonna
approve
shoot
of our
your
little party
husband.
favors?
You're gonna shoot
Suppose
shoot
Nora
your
had a gun when she
husband.
mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total darkness.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to go running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
You tell him, brother.
Mr. Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me.
Wow, she's angry.
Darling,
Okay, I'm starting to get
I
tired
really
now.
don't need this.
Can this movie just be over? It seems like a really good film. I want to finish the stream. I'm just tired. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch it countless times.
Just go look in my...
And I know you guys are wondering how a kid has patience to watch a black and white 1959 1 hour and 14-minute movie. Well, guess what? The movies I watch now are sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours.
But it was in there. A woman's head.
I can do it.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you!
Get out now!
Leave me alone! Just get out of here!
Go to bed, dear.
You think it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her. If they wanted her, they'd get her.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
It sounded like he just slapped her.
Was a head in her?
That's what it actually sounded like.
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
But would you
Okay,
sort
Frederick
of stay up
actually
here
looks like a
and
vampire
listen
right
to
now.
her?
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call it.
Thanks.
Are you sure there are
Really only 2 men up,
That's it.
I think.
Except the ghosts.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough,
Probably.
perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
Yeah, Vincent, don't frighten her. You're so rude. Okay, that house is huge. And what do you mean, haunted hill? That's clearly a street right there. You don't see those lines, those yellow lines.
Nora. Nora?
I'm literally thinking this house is actually on a hill.
Nora?
Okay, that music stopped abruptly. The music just stopped abruptly. Yeah, I said abruptly. The key is silent.
Nora! Nora!
Nora is dead. Okay, why would you do this?
What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Nora?
Is there a zombie?
Where is she?
Well, he's gonna stab him.
It's too late. You'll
Stab
never
him!
find her.
Stab him!
If you
Stab
know where
him!
she is,
Stab
you better tell
him!
me now.
She's gone.
She's gone with him. There's nothing you can do.
Oh, she got stabbed! She's dead! Oh, she hung herself. Oh, Jesus. She's violent. Okay, that was creepy.
Lay her down.
really want to acclaim the rights to every horror film that was ever made so I can stream it.
Nora?
She died.
She's dead, Mr. Lauren. Your wife hanged herself.
Suicide.
Ooh, I thought there was lag. It seemed like they were moving. I thought there was lag in the stream. Please don't ever let there be lag in any of my streams. Please. Time fly by fast.
Nora.
Please hide me. Please hide me.
What's the matter?
He tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been.
Just so you know, I'm literally laying
Have you
on
really
my
seen you
floor.
since he left you?
Because I can't get on my bed. That makes too much noise. And I have to stay in my lair. Because everything outside of my lair is just noisy. Yes, my lair is soundproof.
Lauren said she committed suicide. But I think somebody killed her.
Him.
I don't wonder when they'll make the last Friday movie. I'm not talking about Friday the 13th. I'm talking about Friday. With Ice Cube and Mike Epps and that. The last one was in like 2003, I think.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute.
Why won't they just go to sleep? Sleep is wonderful. I know they're tired.
I gotta go downstairs. Now you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. You'll be all right. And if you have to, you use it.
Okay, I'm just gonna go out and say it. Vincent Price is creepy. Is that like the equivalent of a coffin?
So
Okay, I only have 29 minutes left in this movie.
cold.
This movie is really good so far.
What are you
He's in a
doing here?
catacomb.
Don't we? What do you mean coming in here?
You ain't coming.
I didn't want them to take her away.
You're drunk.
They will if you don't
He's a
watch her.
You're
United
drunk.
States.
Get out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Bridget, I've had enough of your spook
She
talk.
joined him.
Get out, you
Okay, by
son.
them,
Don't
you
come
mean
back into this room
zombies
again.
or ghosts? What do you mean by them? Okay, I'm gonna go take a leak. I hope I don't miss anything.
Where's what's-her-name?
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Mr. Lauren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Pritchard. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else. The death of Mrs. Lauren. So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours? 6 of us. Time enough.
Who will be next? How will it happen?
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were the first one to see my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
No.
Did any of you? There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Lauren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered by one of you.
Or you, Mr. Lauren. To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportune ways so that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, and that's a matter for the police.
So how do we get the police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder?
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
Okay, I'm back.
Why should even a millionaire want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts, have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Lauren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent, okay? Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect
Okay,
us
who is guilty?
from each other.
Who is innocent?
You really think?
I
wanna
don't think
know.
anything. I just know that I'm going to my room.
Okay, is he
And
smoking?
if anybody comes in,
I
I'll
didn't know
shoot
smoking
him.
existed back then.
Or her.
Existed.
And
Oh
if
my
we all
God, what
stay
is
in our
with
rooms,
me?
we'll be safe.
Tripping on
Because the
words.
innocent will have no reason to leave his room.
And if you
And
were
the guilty
subscribed to
will
me at
admit his
first
guilt
when I
if
was
he or
a
she
comedian YouTuber, like
And
when
we
I
all
wasn't
have
a
guns.
horror YouTuber,
We're all agreed.
I used to trip over my words a lot.
Rooms?
I think that's coming back. Wait, I think that never left.
It doesn't make any
It's
difference.
probably, I didn't trip over my words, probably
You're through with
because
us yet.
I write scripts for my videos most of the time. Okay, can you guys hear the movie? Because I barely can. I literally have to put my ear this close to my phone just to hear. And I know you can't see me. All you can see is the movie. And my movie theater that
What's the
is
use
run
of
down
saying
and
goodnight?
abandoned, that I custom up, put my social media on the curtain. Okay, there's a lot of door slamming in this film.
Good night, Doctor.
Okay, 22 minutes left. This stream is so short. But this is still going to be my longest video. I really hope I get better at streaming. Oh, is she bloody? Why is she in the same spot? Why? Why are you surprised? I know you saw that. Was she just sitting at the edge of her bed? Okay, I have 20 minutes left. Is this lag? Oh no. Oh, I apologize. How?
Lance, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lorne.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me. Asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's... Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
What if he finds out you're alive? No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now, just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
And no, I did not misspell captain. You can see that line and the dot. And yes, I basically used the same font for my name because it's my logo. Oh, got accepted again. Okay, 18 minutes. Uh-oh. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the nun. if you all have seen it, if you've seen it, you know that the nun did what she did. I can't spoil it because one of my friends who's gonna be watching this stream, she's watching it. She hasn't seen it and she says she wants to see it. My friend, Spider of Horror, he saw it earlier today. She joined them. Okay, 17 minutes. Wow. That looks like a snake. I think I just saw a hand in the left side of the screen. Okay. That snake is gone. She has to be the screamer in the beginning of the film. Okay, I saw this too when I watched it on DVD. Okay, 16 minutes. Oh my God, Bubbles. Bubbles!
Admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
Okay, I'm back.
Organ music?
That. And someone walking.
I'm gonna give this film a rating. And it goes off.
Ready?
Oh, they both have their guns drawn.
I'll look up
I
here.
smell drama.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time?
I'm a horrible streamer. Just if you want to know, I'm a horrible streamer. Okay.
It's almost over, darling.
Wait, you're not
Every detail
Frederick?
was perfect.
What's happening?
We've done it.
He's back again. Bring the dead back to life. About a whole decade before
Not yet.
Night of the Living
But she
Dead
will.
came out. And Night of the Living Dead might be my next stream. I don't know.
Me out of this hanging
Probably.
harness. What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. After you appeared at the window,
Okay, I
everything
have
began to
15
work just
minutes
as we
left.
planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that
Like,
finally
I
drove
don't
her
know
into
how,
complete
because this
hysteria.
movie is like 1 hour and
It'll be
14
worth all our
minutes.
planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me. And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
She's cheating.
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
I'm getting real impatient. Is this when she sees the skeleton? The famous 360. Oh, she killed him. Oh, I did not see him at first. Bring the dead back to life.
David? David?
No, I think she's the one who sees the skeleton. Is she? Yeah, I think she's the one. How many times have they used the 360 shot in this movie? Countless times. Skeleton has a mind of its own, cliche, popularized by Scary Movie 2.
Everything I have, even my life.
I'm a joker.
But you're not going to live to enjoy.
Is that Frederick's
Come with me,
skeleton?
murderess. Come with me.
The famous snowman. Is she gonna fall in the water? And is the pile of liquid blood or water? But she's gonna have to fall. I knew it. Oh, she went. Oh, she did. Is she dead already? Okay, I think this is the end of the movie. So this is all elaborate prank. I know I wasn't crazy. I know I saw a string in his body.
Good night, Doctor. Good night, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
There must be some way to get in here.
Oh, it's right along here, somewhat.
Lance! I've shot Mr. Loren. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive.
I don't think so. It's him. He's alive.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
Now there are 9. There'll be more, many more.
Yep, you're right.
They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.
Okay, this is the end of the movie. Well, I give this film like okay, every time. This movie was absolutely fantastic. Skeleton by himself. That was clever. There wasn't a lot of people in this movie. Well, let's go ahead back to the Stein lair. So, this movie was good. Matter of fact, it wasn't even good. It was fantastic. I had a very fun time watching this film. This film was absolutely fantastic.